Loyalty. What does loyalty mean to you? Loyalty is being who the person expects you to be for them, being you, because that's who they like, that's who they got acquainted with. I think it's also being true to the moral basis that brought both of you together, whether that's friendship or relationship. And I think not bending on that, or not consciously bending on that as well. I think it's important to give people some grace as well. Mistakes happen, people do slip up, we are humans. But I think at the same time, it's important that we allow people the grace to grow, you know? And when I'm getting to know you, whether that's as a friend or in a more romantic, you know, in a romantic setting, I have to give myself the grace to understand you as a person, understand how you want to be treated and what loyalty means to you as well. So I don't think it's what people, I think loyalty is very subjective, although there are sort of basis that everybody should adhere to, but I feel like loyalty means something different to different people, or how loyalty is meant to be given, shall I say, means different things to different people. And I think it's important that you get to know that and just stick to it. Stick to what makes it loyalty to them and to you.
I love that. Just a second. Okay, it was filming, you know, because I'm a bit of an airhead.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
I'm filming like hours and then I'm not filming. I'm like, great. Okay, what does loyalty mean to you?
Loyalty to me is unwavering love and support, regardless of what happens. So if I become unwell, if I change, but you still love and support me, regardless of anything that happens. So yeah, that's loyalty to me. Yeah.
Okay, I think I watch a lot of content, and then one person was saying, I don't know who it was, loyalty shouldn't depend on the person, but on your own character and on your own morals that you have. So me being loyal has nothing to do with you and everything to do with me and my character. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Read it answer me, please.
Oh, is it okay to hit your children? No, I don't think it is. I think it's important to understand the result that you're trying to achieve. To be fair to both arguments, if someone hits their children, you gotta ask, what result are you trying to achieve with that? Now for me, there's a very good book that was written by the late Bell Hooks, all about love. And she talks about something like that in that book, and it's essentially, I give you a situation, everyone sat down together at a dinner, and a conversation about that comes up. And people are like, how would you discipline your child? And you know, a lot of people said I'd hit him, a lot of people said I'd speak to him, etc. And when we're talking about love, some people mask what they do under the pretense of loving the person. So if we was to take that same situation and look at it in a romantic setting, and we say, if you're unhappy with something that your partner does, how would you, if you're unhappy with something that your partner does, how would you ensure that that's communicated, that it doesn't happen again, which is essentially what you want from your children, right? Would you hit them? And the room started to say, no, because it's wrong. That language is important. You treat people with the same type of love. If I need a message to be sent over to you and received by yourself, I need to find a way to communicate that to you. It's not always physical. It should never really be physical, because I'll tell you what it is. A lot of the things that I'm interested in the social sort of influence and the historic influence that's had on young black males. And I think it's important to unearth certain things. You know, when you teach your child, or when you communicate with your child that if I hit you, I get the result that I desire, they grow up probably thinking that in the subconscious that if I don't get things my way, I can be violent towards others. And I think it's important to understand the links between those things. So I'd say you should steer away from hitting a child to get a message across. You owe it to the children to find better ways of communicating. That's me though. That's me.
I agree with that. I love that answer. Thank you so much. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. For the longest time, though, as a as a teenager and an early adult, I thought, yeah, I would hit my children because it worked for me, and I think it did get the point across. But then as I've gotten a bit older, I realised you don't need to do that. As you said, you don't need to resort to physicality to get your message across. I've seen loads of people who haven't been hit by their parents, and they're wonderful people with great morals. So it did work for me. It can be effective, but we don't have to do that.